What is going on, folks? I am Goat. Welcome back to Warframe. We are doing frame builds, and this is Cyte-09. Quincy. Yes. So, the dealio with Cyte-09 is I have two builds, and that's why two of these shards are on here. The problem with Cyte-09 is much like Baruch, Baruch and Cyte-09 both kind of want to be by themselves. They're kind of loners, okay? Basic survivability for Cyte-09 is invisibility, okay? So using base kit is absolutely phenomenal for re-upping his invisibility. Now, here's the kicker behind Cyte-09 though. You don't have to use his exalted weapon in order to keep the invisibility up. So headshots are headshots are headshots. Weak point kills are what they are, and they will make the counter go up better. Okay, so Seek is basically just here, let me mark people's faces through walls and through distances and all sorts of good shit. And it gives you weak point damage percentage buff, which is really fucking nice. It does have kind of a line of sight angle, but you can cast up to 3 of these things, so you can kind of make a good area of expanse to really cover an area. Resupply gives you a sniper extra damage, base extra damage, plus you can pick an element of your choosing in order to hurt people. So, yeah, you can basically just pick like a factional damage type and just really fuck people up. The second build is actually going to omit this ability, and that's fine. Third build, base survivability. So you have a base duration, which is the 18.15 seconds. On a weak point kill, you get 3.63 seconds increase or regen to the base duration, which can cap out at 54.45 seconds with this build. Again, I mean, like, these are the base stats, okay? These are my stats. White numbers are base stats. It is what it is. And then the fourth ability is just this. You get a damage multiplier. This thing ricochets bullets. It has a ricochet range, which is pretty damn good. And of course, damage loss, per ricochet, blah, blah, blah. And it does, like, you have an alt fire with the sniper rifle. You have a drain per shot. But really, like, I have really had no energy problems with Cyte-09 whatsoever. And then, the passive is obviously weak point kill. Kills increase Cyte-09's weak point critical chance by 1% up to 300 for the duration of the current mission. So if you're doing an endurance run, this is really, really, really good. Getting 300 headshot kills on any normal mission is kind of outlandish. So, like, I would have really thought that they would have maybe buffed the percentage, the weak point critical chance up by, like, 5% or something, because your average mission, you're not going in and getting 300 fucking kills. But it's a nice little thing if you're doing endurance. So I think the passive is a little heavy-handed. Yeah, just saying. It just feels a little heavy-handed. Because, like, think about it. Your average exterminate, somewhere between, like 96 to 237 enemies. That still doesn't hit the cap for this. And that's if you get a headshot on every single one of them. Which is possible. Especially with this fuckhead. Not with me. But with somebody who can do headshots worth of shit. So, the problem behind Cyte-09 is survivability in a squad, because the whole point is getting headshots. Now, if you are very good at getting headshots, using his base kit is probably the most advantageous thing that you can possibly do, because every part of this kit really synergizes well together. It 100% does. It's like, basically, here, pop heads like Zits, have nice day. We make you invisible longer. So as long as you don't have anything doing rad procs to where you can accidentally get winged by a bullet, you're going to be just fine with this. Worthy camaraderie, guess what? Weak point critical chance. Arcane Crepuscular, obviously invisibility, gives you lots of goodies. Multi-augmented just brings up the ability strength to makes you do more stuff. This is not, as I love to say, the billions and billions of damage, but this is the millions of damage. Hundreds of thousands to millions of damage, which is more than enough to kill shit at a casual level. Now, if you're running with a squad and you are having problems maintaining said invisibility issues and you need some survivability, you can go with a more shield-based and health-based with Arcane Blessing, because again, this is going to give you 1200 health once it's stacked up, so you're talking 1525 health at full stack. You can tank out the efficiency, run Energy Nexus to help kind of not make that a problem, so if you are using the sniper rifle, it does get a little bit more expensive, to say the least. Drain per shot 15.5, and you got a max energy of 655. I mean, like, it can be a little expensive. But again, you don't have to use a sniper rifle, especially since you're not going to be getting the buffs from the ammo, because I've got Condemn on here. which means, truthfully, like, Arcane Aegis isn't even, like, the most needed thing for this. So, like, you can do Arcane Energize if you want to, especially with Arcane Blessing. You can actually use Arcane Grace because that'll help tick the shit up. So in case you start getting hit with Toxin procs, it'll help keep your health up once you collect some health orbs. Few ways to go about this. But basically, this is a, you know, damage output, energy regen, shield regen, if I can't keep the invisibility up. So if you have a problem with headshots, this build does work. I have tested the shit out of it running with my own guys. And yeah, it's one of those, like, my guys like to kill people. My clan members do like to kill people pretty heavily. So keeping evade up can be a little bit of a problem when everybody's already dead. Because shooting them in the head when they're already dead doesn't count. Sorry. But for the sake of posterity, we're going to show the normal base build. And the shards are duration, shield capacity, both those are for the squad. I can't hit people in the head, bullshit. And then casting speed. Now this one is kind of not a problem. This would actually be better served, you know, as like if you just got a shit ton of amber shards laying around, or, you know, you want to put ability strength on here, that's completely viable to do so as well. But if you're, you know, you got an extra amber shard around, throw a little bit extra, you know, fucking when you spawn, bingo bongo. It just helps you from the start. It's up to you. The neutralizer. Now, there's a couple of different ways to do the neutralizer. Now, I've got a Crux build. It's pretty interesting. Pretty good time. You know, you got target acquired, so 60% to headshot multiplier, you know, spectral serration, basically damage while invisible, primary acuity, just weak point damage, weak point critical chance. Critical delay is also a really good time. Stabilizer, because that's a bit of a fucking problem. And with Prime Stabilizer coming out, throwing a few extra forma at this actually does make sense. And then this is just basically a corrosive setup, because this is meant to actually run with his second ability. If you are running with the first ability, going with a more viral setup is just kind of the way to go. And I completely forgot to stick an Arcane on there, which personally, you can go with Crux. Crux is really fucking good. With the recoil that this damn thing has, I would highly recommend this. Because this motherfucker has a lot of recoil. Now, we're going to use the Crux setup, okay? We're going to use this whole shebang as it sits. Because as you can see, I didn't even finish the build. That's just like half fucking it. It's good enough. I mean, look at how many slots, you know, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots. I've only got 4 formas. So 2 of these slots were already here. Good times. We like it. And I mean, there's like better ways to go. You can do more damage and then put Prime Stabilizer over here. But it's, I mean, you're basically going to have to form the bejesus out of this damn thing to do it. Just putting it out there. You do you. Right? So, with all that said, with all this crazy bullshit said, so we're going to throw a little radar tower out here. We're going to hit this, and then we're going to go invisible. So see, we're going to pick a damage. Let's go, since we're already doing corrosive, let's do viral. See, I don't even need that. I don't know why I did that. See, like, they're all going to come over here. So they're going to look around for, hey, where's the dude, right? Oh, and I hit the cooldown because I'm a dumbass. See, this will be the problem that you run into if you're with a squad that likes to kill people. Hi, bud. Oh, I missed his head. See, I suck at headshots. Like, thank God for ricochets, right? Here, hold on. Like, this is what happens when you fuck up. I should have just immediately started shooting people in the head. Hey, bitch, stop that. Everybody still alive? Oh, everybody dead. Now, we'll try to do this again without my fuck up. Okay. Yeah, now that that's cooled off. That was, like, really stupid, by the way. That was, like, incredibly dumb what I did there. Cast the fucking ability, dumbass. So they're going to look around, and you're just going to say goodnight. Wow, I fucking missed. Yeah, see, like, the whole fucking crowd's just died. Like, you don't even really need the zoom. Excuse me, stop that. Oh, you know, it's just a casual 6.7 million, no big deal. Yeah, so like you see both sides of it. Like if you don't like immediately start getting headshots, you start having problems. But the duration is really, really nice, okay? So that's Cyte-09. Really, like that is just Cyte-09. Cyte-09 is really, really, really good. And you can build in so many ways that that frickin' sniper rifle is ridiculously powerful. I mean, as you can see, I don't even have like an OP build for that damn thing, and it was doing, 6.7 million points of damage. I've seen, screenshots of people doing billion points of damage, like 1.2 billion points of damage with it. So it's entirely feasible, just depending on what you want. So folks, thanks very much for watching. As always, catch you in the next one, all right?